My name is Jessica and I have no idea what I'm doing. Today I'm going to be showing you the Colourpop It's a Small World palette, as well as the 3 blushes in the collection. Those are the things I decided to get. Originally when I saw this come out, I thought it was really cute, and then I said, oh, I don't really need that. You know, story time. Here's my story as usual. I don't really need it, which is still true. I didn't really need this. If anything, I was really more interested in the blushes. I thought this one was really cool, the red one. And I thought the, not that one, the like mauve one was kind of cool. So I kind of wanted those. But then I kind of felt like, well, if I get 2 of them, I have to get the 3rd one too. Come on, don't tell me you haven't felt this way too, okay? Where is it? Here it is. The pink one. So I got all 3. And then I said, well, palette is cute and I like It's a Small World, and here we are. Okay, so here's what I got. Let's talk about it. Here's a little package. There's no mirror. Oops, I just put my finger in it. I have already tried on everything at this point. I kind of filmed this video backwards because of time constraints. So when you see me putting on the colors, I will not have swatched them, but I'm going to swatch them now and know what they look like. I think the color story is pretty good. Like they could have done, like, say, like, I don't know, maybe more cultural colors, if that makes any sense. Like, I don't know, pick a few of the major countries represented in the ride and say, like, okay, here's blue and a red from like France and America, and then I don't know, maybe here's like a yellow from Spain. I don't know, something like that, right? Like they could have done that kind of a mix. I feel like they went more with like a dollish, just magical kind of mix, which I feel like also works. It's just 2 different ideas for a palette. The color story is almost perfect in my opinion. We didn't need both of these. I would have swapped out this one for like the color of my shirt, or like a true blue, because this is really a teal. So I feel like that would have gone nicely with these 2 guys here. So that's what I would have done. But otherwise, we have transitions, we have dark shades, we have several shimmers to choose from. We have like purple, blue, teal, green, berry, pink, red, and just a touch of neutral up here. And we have a brow bone highlight shade. So a shimmer, which you know I like. So the color story honestly is almost perfect in my opinion. And we have a couple little shapes here. So like these shimmers are all squares. I think that's kind of cute. And we have like different flowers and symbols in the mattes. I think the layout and everything is really well. The formula, a little bit hit and miss, generally good is what I would say. So let's do these swatches. So we have Hello, which is a beige with shimmer. We have Dream, which is a like a white with a little gold in it, and it's a cream. We have Laugh, which is a deeper beige. We have Smile, which is a gold, I believe it's a pressed glitter. The formula is definitely different than what I've had from Colourpop's pressed glitters before, and I feel like it's an improvement. So here's the neutral stuff. Then we have Friendship, which is like a steely blue purple. We have Love and Hope, which is a nice matte mint. We have Joy, which is a lilac shimmer. We have Imagination, which is a matte blush pink. Those are our light to medium shades. And then we have our medium to deeps down here. We have Peace, which is a teal matte. World Traveler, which is a like aqua green shimmer. After All, which is kind of like a berry. And then 1966, which is like a red shimmer. Okay, so here is the palette color story. And then let's talk about the blushes. So what I don't like about the blushes is that on top, they all look the same. They all have the same pattern. They all say "after all." So when I look at them, I have to like dig through and flip them all over to see, like, to the back what the name is, which one it is, or just open them up. So I would have liked if they had put the names on the front. That maybe a small thing, you know, but kind of bothers me. So we have Dancing Darlings, which is the red. I do like this one. It's quite pigmented, especially for someone as fair as me, but I really like it. It's unique. It's not something I've had before. And you can definitely build that up. We have Happiest Cruise, which is the one I'm wearing today. It's like the mauve shade. It's not what I was hoping for. I thought it was going to have like a little bit more of a purple to it. It's, I don't know, it's kind of like your just average pinkish kind of shade. It's okay. It's not what I was looking for. And then we have Round the World, which is this bright blush pink. And this one, I just feel like maybe this shade just doesn't look good on me. I don't know, because it's not what I expected. And I thought it was going to be brighter, more pastel, fresher, and it's pink. So these are the three of those. All of them can be built up more. All right, so now that you've seen swatches and whatnot, let's get into the first look. All right, so for this first look, I have this eye primed, this eye not, and I'm on my way to work. This is a terrible idea, both time-wise and like if I mess up, you know, anyway, but we're gonna do it. So here's the palette. I'm wearing blues today, you can't tell. So I think I'm gonna stick in this corner here. So the first thing I'm going to do is take my BH Cosmetics brush with a 3 on it, right, I think, and go into Love and Hope, which is the minty matte color, and that's going to be my transition shade. I feel like lately Colourpop has been doing pastels really well. So on the unprimed side, it's like a touch darker. Then I'm going in with my Eye crease brush, and I'm going to go into Peace, which kind of like a teal, I guess. Teal matte. And this is going in my crease. Yeah, this kind of doesn't match my outfit after all. Oh well. So I just feel like I lost the pastel a little bit, but that could just be me and my hooded eyes. So I'm gonna take the other brush back and go back into the mint and just try to bring that back a little bit. But I want to see everything. Then I'm going to take Peace on my pinky. Yeah, definitely a teal, not a blue. And I'm gonna put that on the outer third to outer corner of my lid. Having a little trouble putting it over here, but that's because of my eye issue. And I just want to take the crease brush back and just blend this out a little more because I made a boo-boo when I put my finger in it. Then I'm going to take Friendship, which is super pretty. It's like a medium periwinkle blue. Now it's a little bit lighter and a little bit more silver. Let's see what we get. I'm going to put that on the inner 2/3 of the lid. I have a feeling this is going to spread a little bit. I'm going to try not to put too much, but I get really excited over like these blues. So let's see. That's pretty. So we were supposed to wear blue today, like a blue dress down for autism awareness, and this is more green. My pants are blue, but my eyes are kind of green. Then I'm taking my BH Cosmetics brush with a 5 on it, going into Love and Hope, and I'm going to go along the lower lash line, like the outer half. Then I'm going to take my smaller version of that brush from Wish, go into Peace, and just put that even tighter over the same area. Tighter to the lower lash line. This is going to get a really good wear test at work. And then I don't know if there's a point in even trying this, but I'm going to take my BH Cosmetics brush with the 5 on it, go into Friendship, and see if I could put that on the lower lash line, the part that I didn't do, like the inner half. It's kind of there. I wonder if this shade though would look more blue if it was paired with like a true blue. To finish off the eyeshadow, I think I might throw some eyeliner on afterwards just to make it more blue. Wait, let me just fix this little bit here. This is me just missing, not the shadow. To finish off, I'm taking my dollar store brush and I'm going into Dream. It looks like a Super Shock shadow, which, yeah, it is. It's like that typical like white golden kind of shade, which I'm a little bit over that. Ooh, even though that's really pretty. I just feel like there's other shades they can put in. Like you could still put a white. I like white, but put like a blue tint or I don't know, pink tint, something else. Actually, that's really pretty. It's super sparkly. And I think that's kind of what makes it special. I'm using my finger instead. I definitely don't like these new Super Shocks in the palette on the lid for me, but definitely on the brow bone, super pretty. You know what? I'm going to take a little bit and put it on the inner corner as well. Very pretty. Let's see how it wears. Alright, I'm gonna see if I can do another quick film before work. This is a look. That other look wore pretty well. On this eye, anyway. Not perfect, but pretty well. And work is a long day, so I think it did pretty well. This eye, yeah, it creased here. It was a little bit messy, but that's kind of to be expected. So today's look, I'm going to do some of the berry pink stuff. So, with my BH Cosmetics brush with a 3 on it, I'm gonna start with Laugh, which is like a beige, and that's going to be my transition shade. I would say it's slightly darker on the unprimed side, because once again I have this eye primed, this eye not. Then I'm going to take my Ivy White crease brush and I'm going into After All, which is like a nice berry shade, and that's going in my crease. I feel like it's berry, but a little more of like a purple berry. which is nice. I like that. I feel like this side is getting a little messy, and I don't know if it's because of the lack of primer or because I'm trying to go fast. I think a little both, honestly. Yeah, I do think part of it's the primer, because you see how this eye is coming out. It's a little harder to work with, this shade. It's very pretty though. Then I'm going to use that same shade. See, now it looks more reddish. I don't know. And I'm going to put that on my third outer corner. Yeah, see what's happening here? It's like sticking and getting dark in the crease. It's definitely the lack of primer, so not thrilled with that. Then I'm going to take 1966, which is like a reddish berry shimmer. And I'm going to put that in the middle of my lid. This one is almost more of a satin or true shimmer. I'm going to blend that into that berry shade. I know a lot of people love this shade. Not my favorite. Personal preference. Then I'm going to take Smile, which... is this a pressed glitter? Is this a Super Shock? I think it's a pressed glitter. I'm not 100% sure, but that's going to be my inner third. Yeah, I think it's a pressed glitter. I'm going to blend that in. Well, this is the first time I would be wearing glitter on this eye here since all the fun, so good luck to me. Then I'm taking my BH Cosmetics brush with a 5 on it, going back into Laugh, putting it on the outer half of my lower lash line. Then taking my smaller version of that brush from Wish, going into After All, and putting that closer to my lower lash line over the same spot. Honestly, the more I work with this palette, I feel like the color story is almost perfect. Instead of like one of these beige shades, because why we have two, I don't know. I would have liked a deep, like purple blue, like somewhere in between there, and I think that really would have made this whole thing come together. Almost perfect. Then I'm going back with my BH Cosmetics brush with a 5 on it, if I can find it. Here it is. And I'm going to go into World Traveler, which is the like greenish. And I'm going to put that across the lower lash line. Yeah, maybe about 2/3 of the way. And it's kind of picking up, but I think I want more impact than that. So I'm going to put it on my finger and just go over. This is quite the look, especially for work. But here we are. I'm meeting with my boss today. This is interesting. And then I'm just going to take Dream on my finger and use that as my brow bone highlight very quickly. And then I also did buy the trio of blushes. I forgot to show you. Which one is this? Happiest Cruise? No, I wanted to show you the red one today. Nope, that's Around the World. You know when you're looking for something and you find like all the other ones? Everything except what you're looking for. Okay, here it is. Dancing Darlings. I did try it the other day off camera. It's very pretty but very intense. I wish they put the names on the front here. Instead they all say After All. So when you're looking at them from the top, it's impossible to know which one is which. So it says the name on the back. So taking my Too Faced Mr. Right brush, I'm going to go in here very lightly. And I'm going to apply that. Oh, I actually went in too lightly. Because the other day, I made sure to go in light and it still came out darker than I expected. Yeah, see? It's maybe not on camera, but it's already quite intense in person. Again, on my fair skin. Like, I look now like one of the dancing darlings because, like, you know, the porcelain dolls that have like the bright cheeks. But I do love this. I think it's really pretty. Let's try to blend it out, a nice flush all over. And then I'm also going to use Dream here as a highlighter. I feel like this looks like one of those duos from Colored Rain, maybe? There was like a red, deep red one, and then like a light whitish highlighter that like went with the dark red blush. I thought that was so pretty, but I felt like it was too dark for me and I didn't like need it at the time. I didn't need any of this either. But I don't know, I just really liked the trio and I'm a sucker for Disney and Small World and whatnot. So here's that story. Alright, so that's today's look. I do like it. I think it's cute. And let's see how it wears. Alright, so that look. The glitter actually wore pretty well on this eye. I mean, there was still some moving and creasing, but with my hooded eyes, it's just how it is. This side, the glitter wasn't too bad, but everything else definitely, like, it was off of here. It was all bunched up in the crease. That was these two shades here. And they didn't wear fantastically on this side either. This had faded, and honestly so had this. It had gotten like less shiny, and it's not super shiny to begin with. So not the best, but also not the worst. This, I want to call it a pressed glitter. I feel like they may have changed the formula or something because it definitely wore better than some others that I've had. So kind of like that. Today I'm going to use the purple and the pink and this beige, and I think I'm going to try to mix these two to see if I can create like a deep bluish purple. I don't know, we'll see. So the first thing I'm going to do is take my dollar store brush and go into Hello. It's like a beige with some little shimmers in it, and I'm gonna put this, that's pretty. If those stay, which they probably won't, I'm gonna use this as my setting shade from crease to brow bone. It's very sheer, it's mostly sparkle, but the sparkles may not stay. Once again, I have this eye primed and this eye not. Not by choice, just because of the eye issues. Because this palette definitely needs a primer on me. Then I'm taking my BH Cosmetics brush with a 3 on it and going into Imagination, which is a blush pink matte. And that is going in the crease. No, I lied. It is going in my crease, but like this is going to be my transition shade. It's a very typical shade, but is applying well. Just gonna put a little more here. Try to bring it a little bit higher. Just a hooded eye thing. Now, what I want to try doing is taking my Ivy White crease brush, and I'm gonna mix these two here. We'll see how that goes. I'm gonna go into After All as well as Peace, and let's see what we get. Ooh, that teal is just like taking over. Okay, so I'm going to take more of After All and try to put that over it. feel like it's going black more than anything else. So I'm not sure how good of an idea that was. And that's not the shadow's fault. That would be mine for trying to mix things that don't mix. Maybe it should have mixed, but you know, it might be because this is just has too much green in it. That could be. Alright, so I'm gonna mix these two again, because why not? I'm gonna finish what I started here. Now you could see on my finger, like, it's going from the blue to the, like, the black, purple to the berry. But I'm gonna put this on my outermost corner. This little mixture I've created. I feel like it needs a touch more of the berry. Yeah, there we go. This is all gonna be such a mess. I'm gonna be outside today for like 2 hours in the pouring rain for a cancer walk, so this is definitely not going to hold up. If it does, it's getting a good wear test. If it does, that'll be pretty impressive. On this side, I feel like it's separating already with the no primer, so I'm just taking my BH Cosmetics brush with a 6 on it, and I took the same 2 colors, and I'm just trying to fill that gap. Okay, now, super excited about this one. It's called Joy. It's a very pretty shimmery lilac purple. I would say it's a neutral to warm toned lilac. It's slick. I don't know if it's a cream or not. It's so luminous. It's really pretty. I hope this wears well. It's actually not that stunning on the eyes. Maybe with a glitter primer it would be better. Still pretty, but not packing the same punch that you saw on my finger, you know? So that's going on the inner 2/3. Then I'm going to take Dream on my dollar store brush and put just a touch of that on my brow bone. Then I'm taking my BH Cosmetics brush with a 5 on it, going into Imagination. And that's going on the outer half of my lower lash line. Then I'm taking my smaller version of that brush from Wish, and I'm gonna do my little mix again, and I'm gonna put that even tighter to the lower lash line over where I just went. So I'm doing like 3 taps in this one here, the berry, and then just 1 in the teal. That seems to be better, like mix-wise. It's still quite dark though, and I don't know if you would know it's purple. Then I'm going to take Joy and put that on the inner half of my lower lash line. And there we have it. Yeah. I wish there was like this shade as a matte that I could put in the crease, or even like that, like the dark navy. And then let's try out the blush. Happiest Cruise, is that the one? Yes. Happiest Cruise is kind of like the mauve pink with a little bit of purple in it, so I thought that was an interesting shade. Let's do it. I'm going to take my Too Faced Mr. Right brush, and let's see what we got. I mean, it's okay. I just thought it was going to have like a little touch more purple to it. And that's really what I was looking for. Quite pigmented now. I'm trying to blend this out a little bit. And you know what? why the heck not? I'm gonna go into Dream and Joy and kind of mix. I'm mixing today. I'm gonna mix like, see if I can mix like a little lilac-y kind of highlighter. We'll see if that works. Let me just quickly show you the Around the World pink shade with my Too Faced Mr. Right brush. That way you can see. See, I feel like, I don't know, nothing special and not as light and bright as it could be, at least on me. Alright, that's it for today. I hope you have a good day no matter what it is you're doing. Bye! See you next time!